Dogan Babacan leading out the two teams. Liverpool nearest us in their all-red strip, of course. FC Zurich in the white. The crowd rising to them, and in the crowd I would think something like 1,500 supporters who've made the journey from Liverpool, some of them coming by road and taking 2.5 days to get here. Team taking most of the photographers, and it's a side that contains 9 Swiss internationals, including Bertrand and Rizzi, who played in last week's match against Portugal. But they're without their top scorer, indeed the top scorer in the Swiss league, Franco Cucinotta, who is suspended. But Kobe Kuhn, who holds the Swiss record of 63 caps, and who was thought likely to miss the game because of a leg injury, has been past fit. Liverpool team unchanged from last Saturday, which means they're still without Toshak, Canagan and Thompson. But it also means that David Fairclough, whose goal against St Etienne brought Liverpool to this semi-final, starts a European match for the first time. Both teams in the second semi-final of the European Cup. Liverpool attacking the goal to the left, just 2 steps away from becoming the third side from the Football League to appear in the final of the European Cup. Just for the record, sitting immediately to my left, the manager of the team that Liverpool beat in the last round, Pierre Garonnet of St Etienne. Here's Steve Highway, mistake by Ziegalik. Keegan. Feeling in the Liverpool camp is that they could well decide this tie in the first leg here. And sign of nerves indeed from the Swiss. Fairclough, but given offside. Botteron got on for the return. And the free kick against Tommy Smith. This referee, a known disciplinarian, Dogan Babacan, he had the semi-final in the European Cup between Celtic and Atletico Madrid, and he sent 4 off and booked 7. Here's Botteron. Scheibele, Fishback's cross, but not a good one. Where is Fishback? And England's number 1, Ray Clements. Keegan marked then by Ziegalik. Here's Fishbach. Zurich, third in the Swiss league, 3 points behind the leaders, Servette, with 2 games to go, but then they have a playoff system. Gropp, who's been with Zurich 10 years. Rizzi, Scheibele. Useful run. And the referee has pointed to the spot. There was a moment's hesitation. A penalty given against Tommy Smith for the tackle on Scheibele. He'd got past 2, it was a good run. Smith coming to meet him now. But it looked an attempt to make the ball. The player jumped, the referee hesitated and said penalty. And Peter Rizzi is going to take it. Almost got his left hand to it, but Zurich go in front with 6 minutes on the stopwatch. Real setback for Liverpool, but just look how unlucky Clements was. He went to his right, but I think you'll see him parry with his left hand. Does indeed, tried to turn it over, but didn't make it. It came down instead. So reached his third goal in the European Cup competition. Scored twice against Dynamo Dresden in the previous round. In the last minute here, and the decisive second goal in the away tie, which brought Zurich through on the away goals rule. And as you can imagine, the stadium now abuzz. Looking again at the penalty. Clements had gone very early. Max Hare and David Fairclough. Emlyn Hughes with a throw for Liverpool. Foul by Ziegalik. Neal. Handball by Keegan. Test very of Liverpool's composure at a time when their experience of now 13 consecutive seasons in Europe is sure to hold them in good stead. It's Kern looking up for Fishback. Beautiful pass. Rizzi in the middle. He's got round the back again. This is Scheibele. Good work by Case. Neal. Berthelon. Pretty much the star of the side, Berthelon. 22 years old and 23 caps. Jimmy Case. Tremendous support at the moment for Zurich. And the Liverpool supporters pretty quiet. And the two Zurich flags. Keegan. Zurich with all back bar three. Neal. Rizzi working well then. Fishback. Steve Highway. Not too much movement for him off the ball. Three now in the area. Kennedy coming in at the back and got in a good header. McDermott. And again, it was a nice chip and a good try by McDermott. After the first shot had been blocked. The ball came across. Kennedy getting in at the back here. Got a good header down. McDermott shot blocked. When it came out, balanced himself well. But away goes Zurich at the other end. And the free kick against Tommy Smith, to whom the referee wants to talk. And indeed shows the yellow card. But he called Smith to him. Tommy Smith, the only survivor of the 65 side in the semi-final against Inter Milan. Plenty of men forward. Here's Fischbach. Well, breaking a lot on that side. Scheibele. Fine tackle by Smith. And the free kick given to a push by Scheibele on Emlyn Hughes. But Ray Clements having a few words, and he must be concerned the way that Zurich are penetrating Liverpool's right flank. Oh, it's a mistake by Hare. Steve Highway for Liverpool. Getting a pretty bumpy ride too. Another mistake in defence, but Fairclough just rather diving in, not being sure what he was going to do. Chapuisat came from Lausanne at the start of this season. Going there with Kevin Keegan. Fischbach and Fairclough. Chapuisat. Ziegelig. Fischbach. Zurich suddenly making a lot of mistakes. Here's Keegan. Kennedy. Case. Trying to set himself. Neil has gone outside him. Kennedy, McDermott. Jones. Keegan, Ziegelig at his back and bringing him down. Liverpool have pushed three players up to the far post area. Coming across. Kennedy takes. They've got a man at the back who's Philip Neal, who gets in and scores! Beautifully worked free kick by Liverpool. Really, Zurich fell for that. We've seen it before in the English League. Liverpool putting three men on the far post. Kennedy took it. Watch three running across. Neal left on his own at the back. Takes it and gets the shot in past the advancing goalkeeper. "15 minutes gone, 1-1 the score, and an away goal in the bag." First time that Philip Neal has scored other than from the penalty spot in European competition. Here. Chapuisat. Well on by Fischbach. Neal. Bit short by Keegan, picked up by Kuhn. Risi. Rutschmann. Botonov. Kennedy's clearance, only to Fischbach. Liverpool had everybody back by Fairclough and Highway. Keegan brought down by Rizzi, by Bertrand rather. 25 minutes gone. 1-1 the score. Here's Fairclough. Ziegelig. This is the German, Vella. Came from Stuttgart, start of the season. Kern. Scheibele. Vella. Highway for Liverpool. Tackle very late. Here's McDermott. Fairclough far post. And Highway blocked again. And the referee wants to talk to Ziegelig, who shows his number and gets the yellow card. So both number 4s in the book. No doubt that he played the man. Five up in the area for Liverpool. Here's Joey Jones. Hit it well. Chapuisat. Zurich, the 38th different side that Liverpool have met in Europe. Only the second Swiss team. Previously played and beat Servette. Here's Keegan. Finally beaten by Hare. He gets his corner. "35 minutes of the match gone, and Liverpool with good reason to be happy. 1-1 the score. Highway, Jones, fence coming towards him. Oh, he got a deflection! Fine save! Jones' shot, but it was deflected before it reached drop, who reacted well. This is the goalkeeper's view of it. Came off Chapuisat, and he came late for it, turned it over. Highway. Comes to Kennedy. Expected bubble just before he hit it. The goalkeeper did well then from Jones' shot. Run, left by well strapped. Had a few problems with injuries, Zurich. Only got 4 substitutes. Most of those are pretty inexperienced. Highway. Swiss defence really very badly organised then. All within touching distance of each other almost. No one really taking anybody. Case. Keegan. Beautifully around Vella. But rather overhit the cross. Kennedy. And the free kick rather needlessly given away. Or the referee, in fact, as Liverpool had possession, allowing them to continue. Good catch by the keeper. Hughes. Scheibele. Kern. Vella. Looking for the move on the left, trying to find Bergeron, which he has. Rizzi in the middle. And Jones opting for safety. And I'm not sure that Clement's too happy about it initially, at least. Hare. Not finding the room. Keegan. Oh, mistake by McDermott. Turn again. Rizzi on the 6-yard line. This is Scheibele. Bruxman, well blocked by Smith, came to him quickly. It's the best spell that Zurich have had for some little time. Keegan. Late tackle. Challenge was very late by Hare. Keegan okay. Kennedy. Tommy Smith. Case battling with Bergeron and using his back a bit too much, Jimmy Case. Vela. Home crowd trying to lift their team. Kern was a bit short and was well won by McDermott. Here's Kennedy. Highway going ahead, Fairclough coming to the left. Number 10. Useful looking cross, but curling away from McDermott. Fischbach. Bergeron. Very much the favourite. I say Rutschmann really doesn't look very fit with that left thigh. 5 minutes of the half left. 1-1 the score. Kennedy. Jones. Hare beating himself. Vela. Smith leading the second bite. Neil. Liverpool very composed, full of authority. And playing to their own time schedule. Keegan. Bergeron not looking a too successful marker. Here's Neil. Goalkeeper was well forward. But if Neil. Only got Rizzi forward. Here he is. Hughes across, checking where everybody is. Keegan. McDermott. Hughes. Kennedy. Only Hughes and Clements in the Liverpool half, which gives some indication of the way the game has gone after the opening quarter of an hour. So Barbican looking at his watch. Here's Kennedy. But in fact, the whistle beat Kennedy. And Liverpool come off at half-time with the score 1 apiece. Scorers Ricci from the penalty spot after 6 minutes, Smith, the judge, to have brought down Scheibele, and then Phil Neal finding himself in an unmarked position from Kennedy's free kick to make it 1-1 after 15 minutes. And from that moment on, Liverpool really in charge of the match, and reason for their flags to be raised a lot there. Half-time comment from England coach Les Cocker. But for their finishing, Liverpool's superiority would be shown in the scoreline, and he sees it as no problem for them at this stage. Or indeed, he's very confident of coming through to the final. Zurich forced to make one change. They brought on Urs Dickerman, who's wearing the number 13 shirt, in place of Rutschmann. There, in fact, is Dickerman. Liverpool now attacking the goal to our right. And I know one or two of the players feel that if they can win away from home, that not only improves their chances, obviously, in the European Cup, but also in the FA Cup. It won't give them such a difficult match on the Wednesday before meeting Everton in the semi-final of that tournament. Fischbach. And the Zurich throw given. Vella. Zurich defence, as we saw often in the first half, with a tendency to bunch and leave room out wide, which Neal used once, Jones almost used on another occasion. Here's Fischbach for Zurich. Peterezzi. Jimmy Case certainly covered Bertrand after those opening 5 or 6 minutes, when he wasn't too aware of his position, I don't think. This Dickerman is only 20. Now Highway. I think that's the first real mistake he's made tonight, Steve Highway. At this stage of the semi-finals, it's building up to a repeat of the UEFA Cup final of 1973, when Liverpool played Mönchengladbach in the final. Mönchengladbach just a goal down to Dynamo Kiev in the other semi-final, the match played in Russia, and the scorer for Kiev, Onishenko. Kennedy, McDermott. Highway, still in, Highway! And 2-1 to Liverpool! If ever a man deserved a goal, it's Steve Highway. He's had a good match, and he's indeed having a good season, and that's his 10th goal in European competition. Allowed to go on as he was being bundled around. Ball nicely played inside him. He got round Zikulik. 2 men tried to get there. Kuhn was the first, but he kept his head well, and as the goalkeeper came out, dotted it home to perfection. 3 minutes of the second half gone, and Liverpool now have the superiority shown in the scoreline. Dickerman. For this match, they'd have 12 victories away from home in European competition. This their 88th match, and their total statistics: 148, drawn 18 and lost 21. Kuhn. Fischbach. Good tackle by Jimmy Case. Fair club. Highway had gone offside, but play continues. Offside against Fair Club. And this time the free kick given. Vella. Bertrand. The only man looking capable of living in Liverpool's company, really, Bertrand. Case has kept a closer watch, as I was saying. Neil. Keegan. Case. Keegan with plenty of room. Jones wants it way over the far side and might get it from Hughes. Comes the other way instead. McDermott. Liverpool finding far more room than they would in an English League match. Case. Kennedy just near side of the penalty spot. And they're using the width now. It's fair club. Great deal of ball watching by 4 defenders then. Looking at the ball, not aware where the Liverpool attackers were. Here's Case. Taking on Fishback. Tommy Smith. That's a good ball to fair club. Youngster, I would think, slightly disappointed. McDermott had made a good positional run outside him. Tim Ziegalik. Dickinman. Kuhn. Bertrand. Look at the cover now on him. 2 men. Neil in the tackle. Case behind. McDermott lurking. And Case it is who comes away in the end. McDermott. Vela. Vela still feeling that knock. Here's Keegan. Really rather more comfortable than a European Cup semi-final could be expected to be. Here's Highway. Kennedy. Certainly the man on my left, the manager of St Etienne, must be feeling that his side offered a great deal more against Liverpool than Zurich are. Vela still on the deck. Bertrand, well blocked by Tommy Smith. Referee not allowing Vela any attention. As play continues, the German hobbling off. Highway, Case wide to the right, offside. Hans Vela, and that's the coach, Timo Konietzka, on the right. 3 cup wins, 3 championships in 6 years with the club. Hughes covering just a suspicion of a gap. Highway. Corner. And Vela, I think, is to take no further part. But they haven't made the decision yet, and the corner is taken. Here's Case. Too much sting to hold first time, but he grabbed it pretty quick after the bounce, did Karlgrop. Highway. Kennedy's pulled out to the left, but Fishback for Zurich. Tommy Smith, equal to the task of beating Peter Rizzi. Still no decision about substitutes, but that looks like Alish to me. Here's David Fairclough. McDermott. Chaprizard across the back. Dickenman. And Alish has in fact come on. Hughes across and Jones. There's Alish. Number 12, Jorge Alish, played against St Gallen at the weekend. Here. Chaprizard. Liverpool throw. Tommy Smith. Liverpool throw again. Good cover by Fischbach. Pretty leggy play. You can understand why he's known as the Stork. Now by Tommy Smith. Bertheron. Again trying to set them up, and that's a good ball for Dickenman. They push Digelik forward. They're gambling a fair bit here at the Swiss. Alish in the middle. Bertheron's gone to take the corner. Case. Could be exposed here. Here's Highway. They push so many men forward, Zurich. They could be made to pay for it. And that's a penalty, has to be. Hare bringing down Highway from behind. Definitely inside the box. Definitely a penalty. And the referee has no doubt. Can be no question about that one. Highway breaking, given the ball by Fairclough. Inside the area, just. And a chance for Phil Neal to score his second goal of the evening. And surely to put the tie quite beyond the reach of FC Zurich of Switzerland. Well, we've seen enough of Philip Neal recently taking penalties. Tends to hit them to his right. Goalkeeper's left. Tends not to vary the pattern. Well, he did that time. But the goalkeeper looked as though he'd done a bit of homework, and he started to move to his left. Neal putting it the other side and giving Liverpool an unassailable lead, and a place surely barring some major accident in the Rome final. Peterese looking very despondent. But Liverpool now, as certain as anything can be, of following Manchester United and Leeds United into a European Cup final from the Football League. 10 years ago since Britain won it, 67. Away from home, that is. Of course, Manchester United won it at Wembley. Kuhn, Bertheron. I should remember this name, René Bertheron. I think he might well turn up elsewhere. got a free kick. He's taken Liverpool on his own, and for 10 minutes asked a bit of them. Alish, Hare, Ziegelig, Kuhn, Scheibele, gets it back again, and the shot finally by Alish. Not a particularly good one when he had a clear opening. Looking at it again. Great to see stumbling as he turned, perhaps looking hopefully for the penalty. Fishback, 10 minutes left. 3-1 the scoreline. Fairclough offside. Bertrand really asking a great deal of Hare. And after their bright and breezy spell, the Swiss seem to have blown themselves out again. Liverpool in control, 3-1 up, and surely certain of a place in one final at least. Still, of course, going for the treble of League, European Cup and FA Cup. This result, as I was suggesting earlier, will ease their chances in the FA Cup as well. So I'm sure that Bob Paisley won't make any changes in the team. Unless he has to. Here's Ziegelig. Bertrand. He seems to have lost it a bit too. Chapuisat. Fishback. Ray Kennedy finds Highway well, pass that he was able to run onto. Fairclough is in the middle, McDermott joining them. It's Fairclough! Well, he got in the right position, hit it with the side of his boot, and turned it over from 3 yards out. Interesting to see at what pace he arrives. Highway round his man on the outside. And Fairclough got up but couldn't keep the ball down. Fishback for Zurich. Jones. .13 really looking to be a lucky number for Liverpool. Their 13th consecutive season in Europe. Their 13th win away from home in European competition. And it looks as though it's got them a place in the European Cup final. But here's a chance for Scheibele, which he didn't take. But he gets a corner. Just a moment to remind them, Liverpool, there are still about 4 minutes left to play. Came off the defender. Dickenman with the corner. Liverpool really have been in a different league from the Zurich, some of whom are semi-professional. And only René Bertrand has really kept Zurich in the match in any way at all. And by making surely their place in one final certain, that obviously shortens the odds on Liverpool doing the treble, which I understand was 16-1 this morning. Highway going on the byline again. And I think that Zurich could well be on a bit of a hiding at Anfield. Deep into the last minute. And another impressive performance by the English champions. Controlled, organised, recovering from a slightly bad start. But here's Rezi. Just giving the Swiss in with some hope of at least another goal in this match. But I think that anybody at the stadium must realise that this tie is all over, bar the shouting, which will certainly come at Anfield, as the referee ends the first leg of this European Cup semi-final, which has seen Liverpool build a comprehensive 3-1 victory, looking so much the better side, so much more professional, so much better organised.